This is going to be your weekly chakra energy check-in. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies you may be experiencing throughout your chakras or energy centers in the body. So in the comments, let me know how you're feeling. What's the word of the day? You know, I think the energy has been really much of a roller coaster, and I think that a lot of you may be experiencing feelings that are very similar to Mercury retrograde, you know, where there's miscommunication, even technology glitches or breakdowns. You may even have people popping up from your past. And not to talk about it too much, but Mercury retrograde is coming. You know, we're looking at the beginning of April, and I know we're not there yet, but there's always that pre-shadow. And I think that there is a bit of this confusion in the air, should I, shouldn't I kind of vibes. And so if you're in this roller coaster of emotions and just general, like, what is this? You know, what is this energy? You're not alone, okay? So we're going to take a look at the energies overall right now. We do have a new moon in Pisces happening on March 10th. And this is about, of course, new beginnings and manifestations because, well, new moons are all about getting all that energy ready to start something new. The question is, are you ready to break free from the old, right? This is also the ending of the astrological year coming up. So once we hit Aries season, you're in for a lot of new beginnings, okay? But let's take a look at the right now. Let's see what the overall themes and messages are here. The path. Okay, 26th path, the devil. Truth, illusion, and trust. Now, this is the thing. Devil energy essentially just means restrictions, addictions, codependency, just generally feeling held back. And I think a lot of people are being tested right now, you know, being pulled backwards a bit. And you have to be so careful with that because it's very easy to go back to a comfort zone that's really not so comfortable. If it was so comfortable, why would we want to leave it, right? So let's see what else we need to know about this energy right now. The honoring path. Look at the accolades. Here's the thing. You know, it actually says at the top of the card, intention. What are your intentions? Are you willing to follow through with your intentions? You will get the accolades if you push through and show strength to be out of the old stories. The old stories are always what hold us back, you know? So let's take a look at another message here. Joyful muse, inspiration, number 33. I love it. How cute. Maybe music or art or creativity is what is needed right now. Like, what inspires you to make moves? You know, a number 33 card is always nice to see. Okay, because that is master teacher. What lessons are you learning? Beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot here. These have all the different colors of the chakras or energy centers in the body. And we're going to look at each chakra and see what we need to know. So let's begin with your root chakra. This is Mars. This is basically your foundation, right? Let's see. Ten of Cups. I like this. We want to start a new era with happiness and fulfillment. I've been talking a lot about the ending of an era. I've been feeling it in my own life. There's a cycle that is ending, especially around this eclipse time, and I'm really happy about that. It's time. So let's see what we need to know about this Ten of Cups or this happiness. The Lovers, deep soul connection, even maybe a decision in love about your happiness. Sorry, I've got a kitty cat next to me sitting on some papers. Of course, of course. Let's see what else we need to know about this happiness and lovers. Oh, the bodybuilder. That card's been coming out so much. Power and strength, determined. And this was my point. Like, are you determined to get out of the old energy or out of the old story? You know, the illusions. You know, Pisces energy right now does have the illusion. You know, that's that Neptune influence. That's also addiction. So, I mean, sometimes we get addicted to old stories or painful old stories that we really don't need anymore. Okay, let's take a look at the sacral chakra, which is Venus. self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. Oh, I have another kitty that maybe is going to, oh, maybe not. Oh boy, she's gonna start something over here. Always when the camera goes on, you know, it's like they're sleeping, quiet. They don't say a peep or a meow, and then I turn on the camera and it's like, yeah, let me see how I can get in on this. But anyways, okay, let's see the sacral chakra. Ah, the overthinking. Am I good enough? Can I have this? Am I worthy? Absolutely you are. Of course you are. But you have to get out of the illusion of the mental entrapment, because the mental entrapment is really not helping you at all. Sorry, kitty cat jumping off the table. So let's see about this overthinking. What do we need to know? There's good luck, abundance here. You don't have to stress. Everything is going to work out exactly the way that it's supposed to. No doubts. You have to believe that everything is going to be okay. Yeah, this is the thing. You're worried, you know, about being delayed or feeling lost, or, you know, it's complicated. And I always ask the question, like, is it really complicated, or are you just making it complicated? You know, are you worried about being on the same timeline as other people? That's silly, because we're not on the same timelines. Everybody has a different path. And this is also asking you to go inward. You know, this is a spiritual quest. And it's telling you to sort things out. You know, allow things to get sorted out. You know, go down your list and just tackle whatever you need to when you need to do it. I know it's overwhelming when you have a million things on your plate, but we want to simplify your life, and you got to start somewhere. Let's take a look at the solar plexus. Okay, solar plexus is your personal power. Princess of Swords. Why do I have this feeling that somebody is possibly sitting on the sidelines? Now, normally that's a Three of Wands kind of energy, but the Page of Swords or Princess of Swords in this deck is spying or observing. Are you kind of watching from the outside looking in, saying, you know, I'd really like to do this? Or you're watching another person. Maybe it's a love interest and you're watching them on social media to see what they're up to. Or maybe they're watching you, or you're doing a song and dance. Regardless, this is telling you to be more logical and decisive about your own life, right? To figure out what you want to do. Don't put your fate in other people's hands. Like, don't put your energy into everyone else. You've got to put the energy into you if you want change. See, the albatross here, yes, it's a good omen, and that's wonderful. It's telling you to be calm, and maybe this is about monogamy or like your stamina to push forward, because we did talk about that, right? Pushing forward. But at the same time, like, there's baggage, there's burdens, there's feeling cursed, guilt, shame, and regret, you know, and all that old energy has got to go. It's got to be released. And that's what gets in the way of one's personal power, right? Is if you're feeling that old baggage, how are you going to embark on a new journey? You know, you've got to make room. It's like phone storage. How can you get new memories in your phone if you've got old stuff that's still lingering? Maybe that's a sign again to purge your phone, purge your stuff. See, the checkered flag here says conclusion, outcome, finale, the end. Like, it's enough already. Like, it's almost like time to say, just like, okay, done. You know, stop the old stuff. It's like final chapter, end of an era, let it go, you know? And I know that that's hard, but at the same time, don't you want to feel relieved? So funny that this is a number 9 card, because in the readings that I've been doing in the last few days, the number 9 has come up a lot. And 9s are a number of solitude, you know, independence, maybe even being single. It's telling you you're on the brink of major change. In tarot, it would be like the Hermit card, which basically says searching your soul and figuring out what you want to do next. And, you know, I think you have to recognize that we're at the end of an era. I keep saying it. That's what I'm channeling every day now. End of an era. What's ending right now for you? What cycle is ending? So let's take a look at the heart chakra. Let's look at what's going on in the heart. Ah, grief. This is my point. Grieving the old. Grief, disappointment, sadness. Are you in the old? Are you in the new? And I know you want to be in the new. The issue is actually letting it happen. You know, I always say it's one thing to ask for happiness, another thing to allow it. You want peace? Well, you got to allow it into your life. Sometimes we just have to accept what is and move on and let things unfold. You have no idea what can happen. It's all about your perspective. It's all about the story you're telling yourself. If you're tired of the same old story, then you have to change it. And this card just popped over here, and it's like, I think some of you are trying to get more info, where you're trying to find reasons for something, you know, the who, what, when, where, why, and how. A lot of people just want to know, and I get it. You want to know why someone ghosted or they disappeared, or you want to know why this didn't work. You want to know this, and that. And I mean, really, what does it serve you other than putting your energy into something that's not serving you? You know, you have to ask yourself, what do you get out of this? You know, there's the Janet Jackson in me going, what have you done for me lately? You know, it's like, if you haven't gotten anything out of something, why invest the time or energy into it? I think it comes down to a lot of people want to convince other people, or maybe even convince themselves. It depends on the scenario. But I also look at it kind of like the idea of Shark Tank, you know, the TV show, or in the UK and Canada, Dragon's Den. You know, the idea that people walk into the Shark Tank and they're asked how much they've invested. And sometimes the sharks are like, whoa, okay, like at what point do you stop? I think people invest and they think that if they continue to invest, that they're going to be successful. And it doesn't always mean success. It's working smart, not hard, right? It's about the way you invest in yourself, you know, your time. All those things are valuable. So I kind of feel like in your heart, there could be some people trying to justify things just for the sake of knowing something that you may not even never get the answer to. Let's see what else we need to know. Friends, friendship, group, soul tribe, network, togetherness. Maybe social media is an issue here. We talked about that earlier. Let's just put it this way. Relationships are tough. They're tough because everybody has different paths and journeys and soul contracts. And I always talk about staying in one's own lane. Like, people are always going to do what they think and feel is best. You're not going to be able to change their mind, just like other people are not going to change yours. And I wish sometimes we could just agree to disagree on things, you know? I think that if you try to tell somebody what to do, you know, they're going to run the other direction. And that's why I say you don't need to convince anyone, you know? But I think that right now relationships are a little bit difficult. Have you noticed in the media that a lot of people, as in like celebrities, are having relationship issues or breaking up, or even just people in your daily lives, breaking up, ghosting, disappearing, you know? And I think a lot of people are going through some major heart breaks and awakenings. But I also believe that there are a lot of relationships that are ending for a reason, meaning it doesn't serve you. Again, what have you done for me lately? Janet Jackson. I mean, it's like you have to be able to get something out of the connection or out of the situation for it to be beneficial, right? Equal giving and receiving and balance. I mean, everything's not always going to be balanced all the time, but I mean, for the most part, we want to have consistency. But I also think that we are onwards and upwards to something new and wonderful. I do believe that. You know, I'm looking at this new era as something beautiful and exciting, and it should be. I don't want to be in the old story. I have no interest in the old story. I've lived it already. I know what it feels like, and I'm ready for something different, you know? Let's take a look at the throat chakra. Let's see what's needed to be communicated here. The Fool, see? Trusting and taking a leap of faith. At what point do you communicate that you're in the new? What does that mean to you? How do you communicate that you're in the new? You know, that could be starting a new job, a new course. Maybe you're studying something new. Maybe you're starting a new relationship, or you're open to the idea of a new relationship. Like, what is it for you that indicates new energy? And it could be very simple. It really could. It could be moving around furniture in your house. It could be Sleeping on the opposite side of the bed. I know that sounds crazy, but like, have you ever thought about changing your routine? Sleeping on the other side of the bed, it feels so weird at first, but you'd be surprised at how it actually gives you a totally different perspective of the room you're sleeping in. So try something that's going to change the vibe, the energy. You know, drive a different route to work. I don't know. Meet new friends, new hobbies. Study something different. Read a new book. Watch a new video about something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's about new energy. And let's see what else we need to know. Stepping stones. See, this is what I'm saying. Process of arrival. It's about being in the process of change. You know, baby steps. Nobody says you have to leap from the bottom step to the top of the staircase. You know, that's impossible. But it's also telling you keep on going and you know, find your spiritual growth and evolution, or even finding a way out if you're in a very difficult situation where you need to make moves. You've got to slowly but surely find a way out of what was holding you back, what was restricting you. The bedroom. Isn't that funny that I just talked about changing the side of the bed you sleep on? I mean, listen, this could mean many things, okay? This could be spicy energy, maybe being more open-minded in the spicy department. You know, being more open with regards to intimacy, letting someone into your heart or your bedroom. A love affair, I like that. It could be about even sleep, you know, getting more rest, more sleep, leisure. Oh boy. Well, interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the third eye chakra, which is Jupiter. Equal giving and receiving and balance. This is also a card of investment, okay? Trusting your intuition, investing in your future by being more present, not living in the past, right? We want to be in the present moment, taking the necessary steps towards our future, you know? Let's see. The cross, destiny, spirituality, divine guidance, fate. You know, I'm going to repeat again for the millionth time, just because it's been coming up. Look, it's another number 9. 3 and 6 is 9. The topic of free will and destiny, right? As in, you're going to go from point A to point B regardless, right? Everybody's going towards their personal legend or their destiny. And you can get there quicker, or you can, you know, get in your own way. Which one do you choose? It's all in how you invest in yourself or the situation. Person of water. Well, you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or have those placements or dealing with somebody with those placements, but it's not really so much about that. It's about being emotionally connected. You know, it's intuition, being empathic, heart-centered. Be careful that you're not taking things so personally. I'm noticing that a lot lately. So a lot of people take things so personally about their situations without understanding the bigger picture. Now, I'm not saying anybody's wrong to feel hurt. You know, there's a lot of shitty behavior out there. Absolutely. But at the same time, you know, we can't dwell on that. We have to make the moves that are necessary for us, right? So it's about being heart-centered and pushing forward, trusting the intuition. Let's take a look at the crown chakra, the messages that come through, the clarity, the light. See, there we go, the Wheel of Fortune. Look at how the light is coming here like a download. You know, this is growth, this is expansion, this is good luck. I love that it's a heart chakra card. As we just talked about being more heart-centered, having the feelings of love pulse through our bodies and our souls. Yep, number 33, 33, 3333. A catalyst for major change, fuel, infuse, spark. And of course, there's effort required. Don't fight the shift. You're going to have to shift, go with it, see what happens, and let it unfold. You can't be afraid. Fear is natural, okay? But at a certain point, you got to find out what's on the other side of fear. Otherwise, that's not really living, right? That's an ego. There you go, forked road. Are you in the old? Are you in the new? I say it every single day. Don't know how many times a day I say it. But it's really important that you're open to new possibilities. It even says here the moment of truth. There's a turning point, a new era, change in direction. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. Let's take a look from the Wishcraft Oracle. I love these cards. They're really beautiful. Let's see what we need to know. Dance the rainbow. I love to have beauty in my life. We want good things, right? The rainbow comes after a storm or rain, going through the tough emotions or the tough times. It's important to once again let beauty into your life. Send a letter to the universe. The world loves me. How beautiful is that? I am love. I am happy. I am successful. I am abundant. Every time you say something in the present tense, you know, I am, it's very powerful. But if you turn it into a question, when will I be happy again? When will I find love? When will they come back? You know what you're telling the universe? You're telling the universe that you doubt. Anything that's a question word is doubt. So be very, very careful in how you use your words, how you phrase things. And let's see what else we need to know here. Shield of crystals. See, I am loved and protected. So there's the confirmation. I am loved and protected. I really hope this resonates with you. Again, please let me know in the comments how you're feeling. I always appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscribes. They mean the world to me. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing day.